Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing this makeup look with you guys that is going to be perfect for Thanksgiving. It is a little bit extra, but aren't we all? Anyways, I'm super excited to share this look with you. So if you are ready to achieve this look and look really good for Thanksgiving Day, let's go ahead and get to blending. The first thing that I'm going to do is moisturize my face. I'm using the Belif True Cream Moisture Balm. My skin has been crazy dry lately with all of the weather changes that have been going on, so my skin really needed some hydration. And now we can get started with the eyes. I'm going to prime in my eyes with the MAC Pro LongWear Concealer in the shade NW15. I'm going to blend this out over my eyelids with my finger, and I'm just going to use this concealer as an eyelid base. After that, I'm going to go in and set my eyelid primer with a nude colored shadow. Basically, this is just going to prevent our eyelid base from creasing. For today's look, I'm dipping into the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill Original palette, and I'm going to take this yellow shade on a Sigma E40 blending brush, and I'm going to blend this into my crease. I wanted this shade to really pop on the eyes, so I went in with several layers of this color, blending out one layer at a time. Moving on to the dark brown shade on it, I believe this is an E25 from Sigma. I'm going to apply this in the outer V of the eyes and softly blend it up into the crease. I went in with very small amount of product at a time just because this color is very intense. Next, I'm going to do a half cut crease, so I'm using my MAC Pro LongWear Concealer, and with my F70 concealer brush, I'm going to basically cut out my eyelid to create that half cut crease, and I am bringing up the concealer higher than my eyelid actually goes, so we can create that cut crease effect. I'm now moving over to a Morphe and Jaclyn Hill Vault palette, the Armed and Gorgeous palette, and I'm taking the gold on an e.l.f. eyeshadow brush, and I'm packing on this gold on the exact area where we applied the concealer. Going back into that dark matte brown and a MAC 224, I'm going to blend this brown into the gold so they meet very nicely and we have a gradient blend. Now we can move on to the face for a little bit. I'm going to prime for foundation. I'm using the Too Faced HangoveRX Replenishing Face Primer. Again, my skin was feeling super dry, so I wanted something that was going to prime my face as well as hydrate it as well. Next, I'm going to work on my winged liner. It has been what feels like such a long time since I've done winged liner. I'm using the NYX Matte Liquid Eyeliner. I'm going to begin by lining the upper lash line, and once I'm done lining that area, I'm going to begin by mapping out the edge of the wing, and once I have that mapped out, I'm going to connect it back down into the lash line. Moving on to foundation, today I'm using the Mercier Flawless Fusion Ultra Longwear Foundation. I'm obsessed with this foundation. Mercier was not playing around with this foundation. It literally lasts all day. It looks beautiful on the skin and offers a beautiful amount of coverage. I'm obsessed with it and I just love this foundation. I did forget to mention that I am using the shade 1 in 1 Cream. It is a little bit yellow for my face, but once I have my concealer on, I have the foundation blended down the neck, it all evens out and ends up looking very pretty. An eye look for me would not be complete without lashes, so I'm going in with the Ardell Mega Volume Lashes in the number 252, and I'm going to apply these. They finished off the eyes beautifully. Honestly, they were a little bit more dramatic than I would have preferred, but of course, go with whatever style lash you are comfortable with. Moving back to the face, I'm going to go in with the MAC Pro LongWear Concealer. Again, I'm using the shade NW15. I'm going to use this to cover up my under eye areas. Whatever the foundation didn't cover up, I'm going to bring in the concealer to finish out the job. So we're blending that out on the eyes, and with whatever product we have left on the Beauty Blender, I'm going to take it and highlight the T-zone. I'm immediately going to go in and bake my concealer. So I'm using the Coty Airspun Translucent Face Powder and Translucent Extra Coverage. So I'm applying a very good layer of that underneath the eyes to keep that concealer in place, and then also setting my chin and my nose since my foundation tends to break down in that area. I am also going in and setting the rest of my face with that powder, not going in with too much, but just enough to where my bronzer, blush, and highlighter will blend nicely on top of my foundation. Next, I'm going in with my Chanel Soleil Universal Bronzer, and I'm using a Sigma F40 large angled contour brush to apply. This is definitely one of my favorite bronzers, and I love going in with this to warm up the face right before I go in with my powder contour. So I'm taking that on the cheekbones and around the perimeter of the face. Dipping into my good old butter bronzer from Physicians Formula. This is in the shade Light Bronzer. I'm going to take my Japanese fluffy brush from the Kumadori collection, and I'm going to apply this onto the cheekbones to contour my cheekbones, give my face a little bit more structure. And after I'm done doing that, I'm just going to dust it around the edge of the face to give the face a little bit of warmth since I'm so pale. Dipping back into the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill eyeshadow palette, I'm taking that yellow that we used in our crease for the transition, and I'm smoking this along the entire lower lash line using an e.l.f. eyeshadow brush. And then adding some dimension to the lower lash line with the dark brown. And after that, I'm going to go ahead and remove all of the excess powder that I had on my face from baking. You want to make sure that you do this. I have walked out of the house and completely forgot to wipe off my excess powder. It was a little embarrassing. Next, I'm going to go in with the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eyeliner in the shade 0, and I'm going to tight line my eyes. That is a little bit scary to watch, I know. Anyways, I'm going to tight line the upper lash line and apply the eyeliner in my lower waterline. Next, I will be going into one of my favorite highlighters. This is from MAC. It's the Extra Dimension Skin Finish Highlighter in Double Gleam, and I'm going to apply that onto the cheekbones. I did dust my highlighter brush with a little bit of MAC Fix Plus, and the brush that I'm using today is the F35 Tapered Highlighter Brush from Sigma. I also did apply this highlighter on my inner corners, the chin, and the nose, just to add a little bit of glow. For the blush shade, we are using the Milani Rose Powder Blush in Romantic Rose, and I'm applying that with my Japanese blush brush from the Kumadori collection, and I'm going to dust this along the cheeks. I wanted to go with the mauve blush for the mauve lip that we are going in with. This is the Milani Color Statement Lipstick in Rose Femme. You can totally change this out for a warm tone brown or your go-to nude lip, but I wanted to go with something a little bit mauve. I did decide to go in with a second lip color. I went in with the NYX Butter Lipstick in Licorice. I felt like the Milani lipstick was a little bit too pink for the look that I was going for, and I wanted something a little bit more vampy, so I decided to lightly top that Milani lipstick with the NYX. I am now going to go in and curl my lashes. These lashes are so big. I had a hard time fitting them in the eyelash curler, but I finally managed. I'm just curling them to mesh the natural lashes that I have with the false lashes so they look as natural as possible, but we're doing our best. And then I will be going in with some mascara. This is the Dior Iconic Over Curl Mascara, and I'm applying a very light coat of mascara just to blend my lashes and the false lashes together so we don't see two pairs of lashes going on. And after that, this look is going to be complete. I hope that you guys enjoyed this look. Make sure that you subscribe before you head out so you don't miss out on any of the future videos I will be uploading here on my channel. You guys have a great week and a fantastic rest of your day. Jesus loves you so very much, and I will talk to you in my next video. Bye, guys.